AI now generates uncensored images of public figures. Google DeepMind is warning the world. AGI could arrive by 2030. Runway's latest video model creates entire cinematic universes from a single prompt. Meanwhile, OpenAI just flipped the script by embracing open-source development for the first time in years. And in a chilling turn, North Korea has deployed AI-powered suicide drones designed for autonomous battlefield strikes. These aren't science fiction headlines. They're this week's reality. Welcome to Humanity After AI. Let's start with OpenAI's latest evolution. After years of resistance, Sam Altman finally admitted OpenAI had been on the wrong side of history when it came to open-source models. In response to rising pressure from Meta's billion-download Llama model and a growing wave of OpenAI ecosystems, OpenAI is preparing to release its first open model since GPT-2. But here's what makes this moment historic. The new model isn't just a scaled-down toy, it's rumored to be a powerful reasoning engine, based on their internal O3 mini variant. And it will come with the same safety framework OpenAI applies to its most advanced tools. This marks a philosophical pivot. OpenAI, the flagship of closed, centralized AI, is now reaching toward the very decentralization it once avoided. But make no mistake, this isn't just about open-source goodwill. It's a strategic defense move. As Meta's open models saturate the developer ecosystem, OpenAI risks losing relevance among the builders shaping the next wave of AI infrastructure. By releasing a powerful, free model under controlled conditions, OpenAI aims to stay indispensable in a world where closed APIs may no longer be enough. It's the start of a new era where influence won't be measured by access control, but by adoption and ecosystem dominance. Not to mention, their latest GPT-4o model now generates images on command, and it doesn't shy away from sensitive content anymore. GPT-4o's new image capabilities aren't just impressive, they're unsettling. For the first time, OpenAI's model can accurately render text inside images, edit user-uploaded photos, and even mimic well-known visual styles with uncanny precision. Users flooded the internet with Ghibli-style portraits of themselves created in seconds. But behind the charm lies a dilemma. These models are learning from copyrighted art, often without permission. When asked whether they had the rights to reproduce Studio Ghibli's iconic style, OpenAI declined to answer. And the bigger concern? Their moderation guardrails have been loosened. You can now generate faces of public figures and even controversial symbols, depending on how you phrase the prompt. What was once a red line is now a gray area, and that raises the stakes for misinformation, deepfakes, and political manipulation. While OpenAI shifts gears, Google DeepMind issued a stark warning. In a 145-page paper, they projected that artificial general intelligence, systems matching the top 1% of human intelligence, could arrive by 2030. That's less than 5 years from now. The paper goes beyond hype. It lays out failure modes, the risks of recursive self-improvement, and the inadequacies of current safety strategies. DeepMind criticizes competitors for focusing too heavily on scaling and automation without embedding transparency or control. The message is clear. We are building minds that could soon exceed our own, and we are not ready. The implications go far beyond the lab. If DeepMind's timeline is even remotely accurate, that gives governments, institutions, and society just a few years to develop a coherent framework for managing superintelligent systems. And yet, global coordination on AI safety remains fractured. The race continues not towards shared alignment, but towards supremacy. And in a race with no agreed-upon finish line, the risks aren't just competitive, they're existential. Meanwhile, Anthropic is rapidly embedding its Claude AI into the core infrastructure of enterprise. Through a landmark partnership with Databricks, Claude 3.7 Sonnet, one of the most advanced reasoning models to date, is now available directly inside enterprise data platforms. This means AI is no longer an add-on. It's becoming a native part of how companies operate, strategize, and make decisions. Claude doesn't just answer questions, it reasons over internal company data, securely and at scale. Businesses can now build agents that think, plan, and act within their proprietary ecosystems. This integration marks a critical inflection point. AI isn't just speaking our language, it's learning our workflows, and it's adapting to the logic of institutions. On the creative front, Runway's Gen-4 model is quietly revolutionizing visual storytelling. Gen-4 allows users to generate consistent characters, scenes, and even camera angles, producing video that flows like it was shot by a director, not coded by a prompt. What once took a full studio can now be done by one person and an idea. Runway is already working with Hollywood studios and funding AI-native films. The implication? Human storytelling is no longer bottlenecked by equipment or teams. The barriers between imagination and execution are collapsing. And with Gen-4's deeper understanding of physics and motion, we're seeing AI begin to grasp the rules of our world, not just mimic its surface. Creativity is being rewritten from the ground up. But while some AI dreams are creative, others are deadly. North Korea has entered the AI arms race with the unveiling of autonomous suicide drones. These machines, guided by machine learning algorithms, can identify targets and detonate themselves without human input. The footage released was more than propaganda. It was a signal. Nations once considered technologically behind are now fielding intelligent weapons. The ethical boundaries are evaporating, and the battlefield is being rewritten by code. Unlike traditional warfare, these systems don't tire, don't hesitate, and don't feel. Their logic is cold, calculated, and scalable. And in a world already teetering on geopolitical tension, AI is no longer just a tool of development. It's a weapon of dominance. So what does all this mean? Together, these stories paint a picture of acceleration toward decentralization, toward autonomy, and toward something humanity has never faced before. We're standing at a point where AI isn't just learning from us. It's beginning to act on our behalf without us. The era of human uniqueness is blurring. From the office to the battlefield, from art to economics, intelligent systems are not just supporting us. They're replacing us in ways both subtle and seismic. And where does it lead? To the rise of AGI, the collapse of the line between real and synthetic, and the redefinition of power itself. The question isn't just what AI can do next, it's whether we're ready for what it's already doing. Humanity has always adapted to its tools, but this is the first time our tools are adapting back, shaping us, anticipating us, even replacing us. We stand at the edge of an inflection point not defined by war or invention, but by cognition. What does it mean to be human when intelligence is no longer exclusive? And will we bend this force toward elevation or collapse beneath its weight? The future isn't coming, it's already here, and it's thinking.